In this video, we're going to be talking about how to find content ideas that guarantee you thousands of views before you even post the videos. And there's a Google Doc template linked in the description below. So there's nothing else you need to do. Let's get on with it. So, why are we doing this? Currently, there's an opportunity here. So all of the different personal and business brands are in a battle to gain a market share online. And there will never be a time in history in which it is easier or cheaper to build a brand online. But there's a problem. I've spoken to over 100 different business owners in the past 6 months, and many of them have the same problem. Many of them lack clarity on what type of videos they need to create, or some of them have been making content for quite some time, but has not been gaining the traction, and then they start to lose hope. So we're going to solve that today. Now, just a bit of proof here. In the past month, I got a client 4.4 million views with video content, and he only had 700 followers online. This is some analytics here, which is some fantastic stuff. Facebook was also doing fantastic. Cool. So there are 4 main tools that I used to achieve this. And the first one is competitor research, and that is literally going onto the different platforms and looking at what the other people in your niche are doing well and try and emulate that in your own content. Second thing that I did was I looked at Google Trends, which is also free. I looked at Ask the Public, which is sort of free, which is better than Google Trends in my opinion. And then I also used VidIQ, which is a paid service. I'm still going to show you what it looks like because it's really good and I highly suggest you use it. So, the first thing that I did, competitor research. This is something that is very easy and it's free to do. All you need to do is go on to TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube and have a look at what other people are doing well. So, here we are. So you go to TikTok, for example. I went to TikTok, and you take your niche and you search for high-level, broad search terms. So I am currently in the property development niche, and I looked for home renovation. So this is what it looks like here. And you just search for it up here, and then you just scroll through, and you just take a note what videos are doing well. Look at that, 17 million views, 10 million views. These videos are doing well, and so there's something inside this video that the market is already appreciating, and they're watching it, they're sharing it. So we're going to try and create some similar content for ourselves. So what you can do is you can literally just come in here and you can copy this, come into the Google Doc that's linked below, and you can just paste the videos in here, just like this. We'll just get it in there and we can tidy it up later. But essentially, that's what you're doing. But you're also asking yourself quite a few different questions here. So as you're scrolling through, I would like you to pay attention to what video formats are doing well. So for example, in some niches, talking head style videos do really well. POV videos in which you do not see the person talking, but you're just looking and you're seeing what they are seeing. B-roll heavy video clips, static slideshows are doing fantastic on TikTok. So try and just understand what type of video is doing really well. Now after you've done that, I'd like you to try and ask yourself, what are these videos about? So in the home renovation niche, there are 3 specific things right here that are doing really well. Before and after transformations, renovations, tips and tricks, and price breakdowns. So we're going to be trying to combining one of these here, what the video is about, with the specific style that is doing really well on your platform. So I made a before and after transformation static photo slideshow, and that video did 400,000 views on TikTok alone, and it's fantastic. Now, here is the important part. So I want you to take note and try and ask yourself, why is this content doing well? So when you're looking at this content, watch it through. Watch it through once, just as a normal viewer. And then after that, watch it through again and try and take note about why is it that there is 17 million people here who have been watching this video alone. And we're going to try and do something very similar. So go back to your Google Doc and you can write that down here, just so that you have a couple of lists and ideas, and it's going to start jogging your memory, and you're going to start, after through this process, start coming up with hundreds of different video ideas, which is a fantastic thing. So once you've written down everything into the Google Doc, you should rank them and figure out which of your video ideas is the easiest for you to do. Because some of them are going to be incredibly labor intensive. Maybe they might take a lot of filming involved, a lot of editing. Maybe you're going to have to get a whole group of people to come on over to film, which if you want to do that, that's great. And I think it will be worth it. We're going to try and do some quick wins here. And then we're going to move on to higher, more difficult videos to produce later on. So, what can you do better? So when you're watching through these videos, you can also take note about what have they done well and what can you do better. That's a very important thing here, because no video is perfect and there's something that you can do that they cannot do. And you have your own perspective on the world, and being able to add your own spice to it is an incredibly important thing that you should be able to do. And it's a beautiful thing because it makes unique content. So what I did is I looked through these videos, and there was one specific video. Can't find it here right now, but I found a video like this, and I could tell that the story did really well, but the music was horrible. And what you can also do is you can look through here in the comments. And the comments are an excellent source of information because you can see what people are talking about, right? Sometimes you can see that people are referencing moments in the video that are towards the end. So that means that they are watching throughout the whole video. But you can also get some little ideas. You know, if people are asking questions, maybe you can make a video that answers that specific question, or they will talk about what they actually like in the video. And again, you can do that for yourself. Cool. So what can you do better? Fantastic. Now, after you go through this process, in about 20 minutes, you should have at least 20 strong video ideas that you can use to make content for yourself. And you can also do this on different platforms, like I said before. I've been using TikTok because I find that the search just works quite well, and the algorithms show exactly what people are looking for. Instagram is also a great place. YouTube is slightly different because it's more curated and search-wise, which that's where VidIQ comes in. Pinterest is a whole different beast, which we'll talk about in a different video. But essentially, go to where your audience is. So my audience is currently on TikTok and Instagram, so that's where I'm checking. But if your audience is on Facebook, go to Facebook. If your audience is on LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn. I don't like LinkedIn for video specifically because it's very hard to find different video topics and ideas in like a curated one single place. But you should go to where your audience is because that's the best way to find out what they are liking. Cool. So the next thing that you can also do, which is a free option, is go to Google Trends. And Google Trends has a fantastic overview in what your country is interested in. One of the downsides to Google Trends is it's not very specific, and depending on your country size, it can lack a lot of information. For example, I am currently in New Zealand, and when I show you this in a second, you'll understand why. Look, it doesn't even know that New Zealand is the thing. New Zealand, perfect. So go to your country so that you can get content ideas based on your country. Alright, so we're at Google Trends. Now, let's say, for example, you are in the property development niche. We'll stick with that. Develop Mint, lovely stuff. So as you can see, we are in New Zealand and there's not that much information on Google Trends at the moment. So this is one of the limitations of Google Trends. Now what you can do is you can go worldwide. Now this is not going to provide you with information that's specific to your local audience, but it may help you understand like broad level high search terms that your audience is looking for. So I looked up property development here, and you can have a look here, down here, and see the topics that are trending, that are doing really well. People like this, people want to know how to get into property development. That's up 130%. So you can make video content about that. And I think it's quite safe to say that a topic like this will be trending quite generally over everything else around the world. So once you go through here and you search through some different topics and you get some high level, search terms that you can use, take them, bring them back into the Google Doc and write in your 5 high level topic ideas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should take you about 10 minutes, honestly. And once you have those 5 different search terms, we're going to bring them over into a different platform, which is one that I actually prefer a whole lot more to Google Trends. Cool. So Answer the Public. So I prefer Answer the Public to Google Trends. What Answer the Public does is it takes the information from Google and other search aggregators from around the world, and it lets you know specifically the different search terms and the different questions that your audience is currently looking for. So again, go to Answer the Public. We'll open it up here. Fantastic stuff. Now, it is free. You get 3 free searches per day. And then after that, you need to upgrade to the Pro version. But if you're doing this well, you shouldn't actually need more than 3 daily searches a day. I don't use the Pro version. I just use the free version, and it works just fine for me. So you come into here, and let's say that we went through Google Trends, and people are talking about how to get into the property development, or you can even just go quite broad as well over here. So as we saw before, searching in New Zealand, there was not much information about the property development. But if we look it up here, search, it's going to come up with a whole lot of great ideas that you can use to start making content. So here we are. Now, this is gold, essentially is what it is. So after you search for property development, this is in New Zealand specifically, it comes up with these many different wheels of questions, which are a beautiful thing. So how to understand how this is working, if there is a dark red circle here, that means that more people are searching for this topic. Can property development make you rich? More people are searching for that, then property development can be defined as, see how it's not like a very strong reddish orange color? So we've searched up property development, we've come here, and you can literally, like these are the search terms that people are looking for in Google and in YouTube. So you can make videos on all of the dark red circled topics here. Will housing develop? Okay, obviously not that one. But just look around and search for different video topics that you can use. Where to start property development. That would be a fantastic video to make. What is property development? That could be a very easy video short to make. Again, will property development make you rich? Another good video that you can make. So you can just literally just copy these questions down here, go into the Google Doc and put in your video topics down here, and make sure you keep track of the different search terms that you're using up here. So that's a fantastic thing. And coming back to, where are you? Answer the Public. Answer the Public. Here we are. So at the top we got how how do you explain this? These are different questions. And then these are different variations of questions. Again, these are some fantastic ideas. So take whatever niche you're in, go to Answer the Public, type it in the top, and if you just make video content or any type of content at all, blog posts, social media posts, carousels, videos, this can work for anything. These are topics that people are actively searching for. So we can combine some of these topics here with some of the different ways in which we identified in the competitor research phase. So for example, people really like static slideshows in the property development space. And then with the Answer the Public, we can see that people want to know if property development can make them rich. So when you combine the two, you have a very high chance that people are searching for that and they are already appreciating that style of video. So that gives you a good indication that that type of video is going to have guaranteed success. All right, Answer the Public. Yes, so they do have what is and what and why questions. So these different circles of questions have different prepositions. And you can just get like different variations on questions, which is a really good thing. Cool, so after we've added those questions to the Google Doc, you should have 10 to 20 ideas from Answer the Public. I would say that I get most of my content ideas from Answer the Public, competitor research, and VidIQ. I would say that Google Trends is not as easy to understand or to use or is applicable for video content for me specifically, because Answer the Public is so much more detailed and it takes information from the same source. So, VidIQ. I'm going to talk about it and then I'm going to explain it. So, what you do is you go to VidIQ and then search for your search terms again. And what you want to find on VidIQ is video ideas that are high search volume and low competition. So what that means is essentially a lot of people are looking for that type of video, but not too many people have made a video about it. And VidIQ lets you know this, and when you start using that with SEO optimized titles and descriptions that VidIQ also allows you to do, it just makes the chances of your videos getting viewed and getting traction so much more than it was by just blindly making videos about anything. Alright, so let's go through it. VidIQ. This is VidIQ here. This is the dashboard, and you can go over to keywords. It's a great place. And you can just look up your niche. I'm going to stay with the property development niche as an example. Turns out I can't even spell it. And just look into it here. Cool. So they have related keywords, matching terms, and questions. I like questions. And if you click overall at the top, it filters everything from the best type of video that you should make all the way down to the worst type of video. So if you see orange, it's not good. Green, good. And there's even a green that is above this. It's like a more bluey green. If you see that one, you should really make a video on that. So they have this ranking system, and anything above 60 is good. I would stay above 65 if you can, but anything that is green is a video topic that a lot of people are searching for, but not too many videos are made currently. So you can see that over here. Search volume, property development as a whole is 65, and there's not too many people making content about it, but there's a lot of people searching for it. So from here, you can get a whole bunch of questions, and honestly, not all of them make sense a lot of the time. So you just need to, use your head and just figure out which type of videos could you make. How to market a property development, maybe. How does the property development cycle work? That's a very easy video to make if you are inside of the property development space. How to sell property development, how to calculate your costs. These are all videos. So literally just copy these, go over to the Google Doc and paste them down in here. And once you do that, you should have 20 video topics that you can use. And if you make video content about that, just speaking to the camera and just sharing your knowledge on your specific topic. It doesn't have to be property development. It can be lead generation. It can be, email marketing. It can be anything. So just make video content that people are already searching for, and there's not that many videos about it. It's just supply and demand. It makes so much sense, right? So after you've done all this, you should have around 40 video topic ideas. Sit down, batch film all of these different videos, and you just answer the questions. Because if you have a business purely focused around property development or email marketing, or perhaps you have a jewelry store or whatever, you know so much more about that specific topic than everyone else does, right? So it should be very easy. You shouldn't have to do too much thinking. You don't have to think about hooks or a way to start your video. Just get started. Just make the videos about these topics. And what you should do is, after about a month, reflect back on all the different videos that you have been making, which videos of your own have been doing really well, which ones have not been doing really well, and then start making more on what has been doing well and stop doing less on what hasn't. And that's essentially it, right? But what I do suggest is, for many different businesses who have not started in the online world, what you can do, and which is a very good idea, is to build a base of videos before you get started on all of this. So what does that mean? So in your business, in your sales process, you must get at least 3 to 5 objections that come up more often than everything else. Maybe people think that your service or product is too expensive. Maybe it takes too long, in their opinion, for your product or service to be completed. So start making content on that. For example, maybe the reason why your product or service is so expensive is because you use high quality materials. So potential clients or people who want to use your service or business, they will start to understand when they come to your Instagram page, when they come to your YouTube channel, they can see that there are reasons to why, something is so expensive or it takes a lot of time. And when they watch through a couple of these things, because that's what we do, the first thing that happens is, when you want to go through a product or a service, you search it up. So make a lot of content about all of the main objections you get on your sales calls. That's something that I very highly suggest that you do. And then you can also think about the downsides of your videos, of your businesses. Maybe there are things that you're not doing so well, or there's currently just inherent downsides to your industry. Start making content about that. More about the benefits, and you can talk about the workflows of your business, things that overcome the potential downsides, so that if someone was to watch 3 to 5 different shorts, or maybe a long form video of yours, where you're already talking about the main objections or the potential downsides of your business before they hop on a sales call or come into you if you're a local business, it's going to make your sales process so much easier, because they already have a high level of understanding about your business or service. So make content about that. Perfect. Now, video sales letters. If you don't have one, look it up, make one. I highly suggest that you have a video sales letter. And if you have a video sales letter on your website, make sure that it's looking sharp, make sure that it's well presented and it's to the point, and you directly answer your customer or your clients. You make sure that what they want, they are going to get by working with you. Testimonial videos are another quick win that you can get. Anytime that your product or service has really helped someone a lot, just ask them. Like you lose nothing by asking. So just ask them if they can, make a video talking about your product or service, and it really helps you in your sales process down the line. And if you have any questions or comments on this, please let me know, and I'll either reply in the comments, you can email me, I can reply via email, or I can make a video about it. Here is where your Google Doc is, so it will be linked in the description below. So again, you should have a complete list all through here, have around 20 to 40 topics. 20 to 40 topics here. Just get started making those videos first. Answer your bonus questions, and if you really get stuck, I have written down 25 questions that I think are quite broad, yet they are quite focused, and they'll make quite very, very interesting videos that you can make. And in the process of just getting going, you'll find that you just get better at this over time. Beautiful stuff. And if you want help, more in-depth information about your business, and you're currently in New Zealand, then let me know. We can jump on a strategy call. We can talk about your business. What type of video content should you be making to get results, to get more clients, to get more customers? And with that being said, that is everything listed in this video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.